go through it, but what we're doing, client consultations, they're shifting left to right. So I'm over here combing, they just hopping over here. And I'm going over here, and I'm like, what is going on? And I was like, wow, got lights. So I went, pretty much I didn't want to embarrass him. So I told his parent, I took the parent to the back, and I said, look, your son has lights. You know, I think you already knew that, but you wanted me, you wanted to bring him here. I cut his hair, and everything's good for me. I said, no, you gotta go home, you gotta put the treatment. Once you create that treatment, you know what I mean, and once you kill all that lights, then you can bring them back. See, these things, it's not always about the money part. It's about making sure the client is safe and the environment you're in is safe. All right? So that's why you do these consultations. You put the neck strip on, you put the drape on, you make sure you analyze the scalp before you even actually do any clipper cutting. Another thing is too, client consultation again, is you want to make sure that you ask your client what type of haircut he wants. 9 times out of 10, you know, if you've been cutting his hair for a couple years now, guess what? You already know what type of cut he's gonna get. So, but I still like to ask my client, hey, are you changing up the haircut? He'd be like, nah, Jay, just do your regular. But you always wanna ask that. And every 6 to 5 months, right? Let me start cutting because we won't start. So every 6 to 5 months, you always wanna ask your client, hey, you wanna switch it up? I see a new style. I wanna try something different on you. What that does is it's like create that uniqueness within you. Giving that client, I remember when I was younger, I was giving ball fades. I gave this ball fade to a guy, his name is Harry, for about 15 years. Same ball fade. Actually, I got tired of him. And I was like, man, can we switch this up, bro? And he's like, yeah. So then we switched it up, man. Then we started letting his hair grow and all that good stuff. Let me get a quick question.
Oh, okay.
All right. As I'm going, I'm cut. So in that situation, you always want to be open-minded on all your clients and what you do. So, you know, that's the most important thing. A lot of times, too, we have these barbers in the shop that don't even create conversations with their barber. But they do have conversations with everybody else. So now the client feels lonely. The client's like, oh man, he ain't talking to me. So what he's gonna do is gonna look around to the shop. Maybe he just stay in the shop, or maybe he goes somewhere else. Oh, I apologize. Nobody got me talking. Yay! Good for that. All right. So with this haircut, I'm gonna do actually a wallpaper, do a light fade on the side, and then I'll actually blend the beard out, and I'm ready to get it off. Cool, guys. I didn't get you guys ready. I think I might need my second cup of coffee. Oh, they feel smooth, they're great. Real quiet, 0 gap. Running time is 4 hours. Fade blade on them. I also like the 3 clip mechanism that we have here. They come 0 gap, but you know, they can actually adjust them yourself. And the shift is pretty cool. So you can, and they're interchangeable with other guards or other blades also. The price point right now, I think they're like what, 120. How much do they weigh? Their weight? I don't even know how much they weigh. They're light. You want to come up here and try it? Hold on. They're light. I might put a scale on this thing. Let me have to hold this clipper. Let me take this clipper out the box. Yeah.
We're getting.
Yeah, can you open this for me so you
Sure.
can let him hold that? He wants to hold the clipper. Yeah, they come with guards. They come with the 1.5. They come with the 2. And they clip right on. With a half guard. With the 1. We got the 3. We also have a 4 and a 1.5. Yeah, it actually has a docking station. Yup, and you plug it with a C port. Yup.
Are the guards like the wall radios?
You said what?
Are the guards like wall premium?
Yeah, yup. You can probably see it on the camera, right? Let me show you.
Which one?
Yeah. Got this one right here. Perfect. Say it again? That's Beyblade. Yeah.
I got a quick question. Does it have personal guards like the Starcraft? It has the white guards, flat.
No, it has its own personal guard inside the box. Inside the box, you have all the guards in there, just like any other business.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Yep.
What's the battery life on it?
The battery life is a lithium battery, and these what the running time is about 4 hours. And as I cut, I'm actually brushing the hair down and flicking my wrist.
What's the battery span on the clippers, the RPM, the motor?
The motor RPM is 10,000 RPM.
Use wall clips on them?
Yes. Pretty much a universal clipper. You can actually utilize different blades on them also.
How would you compare it to the instinct?
The instincts, almost similarity. Real quiet. Say again? Yeah. They're real quiet though. You good? Yeah. I've been using these for about a year and a half now. Yup. Look. I'm telling you this right now, I've been putting use on this one. Yeah. I'll put in work. I'll put in work. I ain't the type of guy who got any clippers on his face and they like crazy. No, I'll put in work. I work full-time in the barbershop also. I'm in, I normally say Philly, but I'm from a city called Uncasville, PA. They call that iron country. Some of the biggest barbers out there. We got the home of Tyree Jackson, we got the home of Ahmed Corso, we got the home of J. Jvalentinethebarber Barber. Jim Maple. Oh, you like Jim Maple? I like it. Got me. Good breakfast.
What's up, Jay? I'm your little man.
Oh, you're right about the Susie.
I just want to make sure that you can hear your questions and everybody bring the questions answered. And then also, at Red Pro, we like to give stuff away. So if y'all like free stuff, I got some stuff too. All right. Yeah, that's here. I'm gonna make sure you do. All right. Any more questions? Okay. There you go. I'm coming to you.
Somebody up here asked me, but I want to know too, how long does it take for the blade to get hot?
How long does it take for the blade to get hot?
Actually, they never got hot on me.
No.
No, I'll be honest with you. And I cut pretty fast. I cut pretty fast though. Half hour. Yeah. If I'm in the zone, half hour. I put the beard and everything, here and now. I'll show you my skills right now. I'm not talking about straight up ball fade. I do ball fade like 8 minutes. Yeah. I mean, you want to set
Like
it up? You got any lessons out? I'll keep myself in that jar. Can I do ball fade on you real quick? We should just go cut up.
What's your wait? Now I'm gonna answer questions in quick. Let me see.
The RPM is on the trimmer.
The RPM is on the trimmer.
Thank you for paying attention, people.
He said that was a clipper. It was the same on the trimmer.
See that bunch of clippers though?
He said it was the same on the trimmer. He heard that from the clipper.
Oh, the trimmer too. I think the trimmer's different though. We just got the trimmers I got now. I just got them in. You just got them in. I really don't know too much information on them. When I got them in, they actually didn't give me the breakdown of them. But they're fire. I'm sure you know.
Then you go crazy with that.
Nah, we out there. We're gonna have fun early in the morning. Call it the breakfast club. Let's do it. Call it the breakfast phase.
Let's go. Anybody else got questions? Because you might need to work in and answer questions. So I'm gonna come over back here.
Yeah, you got it.
All right, hold on.
Now I'm the number one guard. I'm going about an inch and a half up.
All right, here we go. Oh, listen. I can't wait to give away some stuff over here. Okay, hold on.
So, with me, right now, so what I did was I put a 3, and then I took the clipper close, made my hard line, but I usually trim so I don't have a deep line or demarcation, and then I actually apply the run right now, about an inch above the hard line that I created. That's gonna allow me to fade faster. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm taking the half guard, 1/16, the half guard, and I'm gonna actually close it. And since I flipped my wrist, and since I've been doing this for a long time, it allowed me to actually create that fade without using the open guard without harm.
We see you. Work. Now, if y'all want to see more than today, there'll be a big one online, Red Pro all day today. Let's go.
What's the time right now?
Wait, 6 minutes to go?
Yeah, I still got 6 minutes left. I know that one.
Okay.
I got a question real quick. You said you do a haircut every 30 minutes.
Yep.
You do it in less than a semi-running late, you make sure you gotta get there on time. Like, how do you
Now, what I basically my schedule, I give you a 5-minute window. Your credit card's on my 5. So if you late, you getting charged. It's already on my contract that I had. I make all my clients sign after they book. So every time is a half-hour session, beard and cut.
You do 20 minutes for regular cuts or same 30?
No, it's regular beard, you know, I want to take my time, chop it up in the shop, and allow me to cut a little, slower, you know what I mean? But if I'm in a rush, because one of my clients from late, and I really like him, I want to fit him in, that. So then that situation occurs. But it allows me, my schedule, the way it's set up, it allows me to catch up, because even my shape ups are a half hour. You get what I'm saying? So the way I set my schedule up, even if you get a shape up, yeah, I might be running a little bit late, but during the day I will catch up.
You charge the same for that shape up for the same amount of time?
No, what happened was I charge per whatever the client's getting. So my regular cost is $50. So then like anything above that, that's the overall haircut. Haircut and beard is $50. So then if I'm just doing regular haircut, I charge $25. All right, they want to plug it in and it's an extra charge. I do about 15, 16.
You have 4 minutes.
Thank you.
So you do 15 haircuts a day. How do you stay dedicated? How do you not get burnt out doing 10 haircuts a day?
I do get burnt out, but at the end of the day, it's more or less, to me, this is not a job to me. This is what I love to do. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, I'm gonna be honest with you. I do this for the money though. I'm gonna be honest, I do this for the fun. Like right now, we're doing a competition right on stage, 8 minutes. This is part of what we do.
We do this all day, Jay. We do this all day.
Susan's about to work me like a slave. But all I'm saying is this is what I do for love. When you have passion for something, it's never a job. The problem is in the industry now, everybody wants to make it at, I'm gonna charge $100, I'm gonna charge $200. You're not losing the passion of it. To me, it's all about the money now and how you look and how things are. It's way bigger than that, people. It's way bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? There's no purpose behind the hair. You look at it all. I'm a job to job. You know what? Doctors ain't even charging that much. You ain't even got a degree on barbers,
But Jay, that's why people cut hair in their own bathrooms now.
yeah, but the thing is, because my buddy model told me about the difference between the suite and barbershop. Barbershop, you get walking. The suite, you ain't getting no walking.
Right.
And then you're gonna leave the socks because you feel as though you want to be great or you want to be something. You want to spread your wings. But you gotta get that book full first.
Go. Let's go.
Hey, what's one thing you would tell an upcoming barber who's looking to expand their career and join maybe a clipper brand or anything like that?
First thing I tell barbers is stay with your social media. The first thing I tell, now if you want to be an influencer, go on social media. If you want to be an educator, go on social media. But if you want to be a regular barber who's going to grind it out and make that money in the shop, focus on your head.
But I think he's looking to go beyond the shop, like how you're on stage right now. He's looking to get with a brand and, you know, help promote the brand.
You guys already here. You're already here. So don't be, shy. Go to everybody, shake hands, network. That's what we're doing right now. Look, I just met all you guys today. Some of you guys didn't know Jvalentine. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Right. Let me add to that, Dave. Let me add to that, because we've been doing this a long time. If you want to get with a brand, my suggestion is you start volunteering. Hey, what can I do to help you? I'm coming to the show this weekend. You find I may be at another show. I want to know, can I get put on? People do that. People come to me all the time and say, hey, how do I get up here? Well, let's start with what you
I got a lot of things to me.
What's
time?
You done?
I might, I know there's demarcation in this area, but for 8 minutes you can't leave that job.
No, I got to say, come on, y'all got to give it up.
I do this.
How long have you been in the barbering game?
I've been in the barber industry cutting hair for about 25 years.
And what cuts do you find most difficult?
Say it again?
What cuts do you find the most difficult?
The real fine hair, the one that you cut and it slips to the left. And you cut it again and it slips to the right. That's the most annoying haircut. Alright. From my experiences is come to every show. Right now, you guys already said it's about to be yourself. Talk to every educator. I just sat in the back and just had the words, and I actually said, you know what? You're a big influencer to me. Like what I do in the game, the way we professionals, the way we move, the way we educate. One of the things we educate. I got good people like Kenny Duncan, success addict, these guys that motivate you. My man Chico Boom. These people that I be around, Jay Major. Like I grew up with these guys. Like we make it. We like to go to the game. Even if you don't know me, but I'm a legend in the game. Like I did hair shows. I competed. I'm one of the elite barbers that they compete. I was one of the elite barbers that brought color to the game. Kiss is all over the world. Guess why? Guess what? I did that. Kiss color? That's mine. You know what I'm saying? Take it the way you're gonna take it. I brought that in. What is that? What are you doing? Oh, that's the color. It's kiss. Oh, word? Can you ship that out to me, Jay? That's what that is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's me, the brand. I've been in the brand for about 10 years now. We help do product development and stuff like that, but it's a great brand. And to me, I think loyalty in the industry is the most important to me. What happens is a lot of people go in these industries and they take from people. And they take it, and they take it almost like you peel little leaves off a branch. You take, it's what happens. There's only a stem left. Where are you going to go now after you just took the people? You need to pour out into people. You need to plant seeds. On these rainy days out there, let it rain. It's not a bad day. Guess what? Flowers don't rain. Great rose from the darkness. Rentals in the world. You know what I mean? There's one guy told me, he said, no matter how hard the rock is, water will still find its way in. And that's what life is about. No matter how hard life is, you continue. You get up and you continue. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I know I'm preaching this crazy, but this morning, I had to break down myself. I sat in my car, called my lady up, and was like, baby, I think I'm losing myself. Everybody yesterday came up to me and shook my hand and said, yo, bro, you're a legend. You're a legend. You're doing a great thing. But am I a legend? Or that's what people look at me as? That's why sometimes in life you have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, who is Jvalentine? Who is so-and-so? And get up every day because you know what? You never know that person and what he's going through with a smile on his face. But look, I keep on in here and I did an 8-minute fade. But an hour and a half, I was sitting there and maybe cheering up with my lady. You feel me? So at the end of the day, I relate to all you guys. We get up, we grind, we make food. At the end of the day, we got none of that as an excuse. I told my lady, I gotta get up. I put my big boy underwears on and make move. You know what I mean?
Gotta
So
do
it's
what you
like,
gotta do.
you got to, so let's get done.
That's right. And speaking of some of what he said, competition is a good way to get your face out there, your name out there. Red Pro at Booth 109, we're gonna be having competitions all day. So if anybody is interested in signing up, coming to be a part of the competition, this gentleman in the back holding up his phone, see him after we're doing competitions all day today and tomorrow.
But like, another thing too is tools is like, shit, going out there, shaking hands, getting business cards, talking to these clipper companies. You want to work for a clipper company? Then why don't you promote that clipper? Why don't you hold that clipper? 9 times out of 10, you're not even using that clipper in your shop, but you want to work for that clipper company. So my suggestion is, if you work for a company or you like a company brand, focus on that brand. It's just like a skill set. If you're good at blowouts, master blowouts. If you're good at fades, then you'll be a master fade artist. If you're good at beard, then you're a beard artist. You know what I'm saying? Master every single trade. There's certain barbers that I know that they master everything. Every day they actually do something better and better and better. Every week they go, all right, I'm doing my front line this week. Next week, I'm gonna make sure my C cups. The following week, I'm gonna make sure all my fades are polished. So,
yeah.
Continue.
Right. And that was a great transition for us, Jay, because speaking of beards, guess what Red by Kiss now has?
We have our own beard.
Our own beard products. I want to introduce you guys to Chris from Elite Barber in New York. He's joining the team, and he's going to show you all about
it. All right, good morning, guys. How you doing? Good morning. Good. How many of you guys are using beard products on your phone? That's not everybody. Okay. I see the guys that have beards are using it and raising their hands. Okay, good. I was introduced to Red. It was funny how I met them. They called my barbershop asking if I wanted to give them feedback on a new product line that they was coming out with, which was a beard oil and a beard balm. So I said, sure, no problem, come through. So they came by the barbershop the following day, and they had mentioned how so many barbers hang up on them. They called the barbershop and asked them, can they, work with them, and the barbers would deny them. It's kind of sad. So you should be on stage today because I said yes. How many barbers said no? You understand? So it's my pleasure to be here today with you guys. My first time on stage. I've been educating since 2008. Small classrooms, nothing this big, so it's a little scary for me, but I'm here.
It's all right, Chris, you'll be fine.
Just to try to put the microphone in perfect.
Better?
There we go.
Can you guys hear me better?
There we go.
Okay, great. All right, good. So today we have a beard, and as you can see, the beard is kind of messy. The hairs are standing up. We don't like that style. We want to see the beard nice and smooth. We want it to look neat. When we walk out, it's like our hair. Not mine, but for those of you that have hair, when you walk out, you want your hair to look neat. If you have, straight hair, you put gel. If you have coarse hair, usually you put like a wave grease or some type of conditioner in your hair, correct? So the beard is the same exact way. We want to be able to condition it for the simple reason that the beard can get dry. Anybody ever had that issue where their beard is dry? You can't wear a black t-shirt? Yeah, I've been there. So what I like to say is that what we're going to do today is we're going to show you how to apply the beard oil first. And the reason we're using the beard oil first is because you want to be able to condition the skin. Okay, we want to be able to condition the skin and make sure that it's not dry. So we got to do it thoroughly. The beard oil is going to allow you to not only moisturize the skin, but it softens the hair. All right? And protects the hair. Oh, thank you. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to pick out his beard. All right. You guys have any questions so far? Sure. Well, it depends. If the beard oil is natural ingredient, then that's what we're looking for. Because if it has products in it that's not natural, then it can cause dryness. Make sense? All right. Great question. So a pomade is like a conditioner. A beard balm, like the beard balm that we have, is a conditioner. You understand? So the first thing you want to do is honestly shampoo the hair, the beard. Once the beard is shampooed, the next step is to put your product. So we want to put the beard oil in it first. Once we apply the beard oil, our next step is to apply the beard balm.
So if you got a new client that's never used beard product before and they're in the chair, how are you talking about the benefit for them in terms of using it? So the dude never used products on his beard. How do you explain the value of why they need to use these products?
Have you ever worn a black shirt and seen like dryness on the shirt, like dry scalp? They say yes. They say, all right, so you have to start conditioning it. Right, so what happens is when the beard is not conditioned correctly, the beard starts to fall off, it starts to break off, it starts to feel brittle.
Oh, I'm sorry, where was the hand?
Yes.
Are there different products for different hair textures, beard textures for?
I wouldn't say there's different products. I mean, beard oil is beard oil no matter what texture hair you have, just like shampoo.
Would you suggest using a face steamer on the beard?
A face steamer, that's an extra service you can add on. That's pretty good.
When is it? Like
Before. If you're gonna use the face steamer, you wanna use it before.
on the beard itself, like the face steamer?
Right, and never use the steamer going straight because you don't want to go into the nostrils so like that they can breathe, so you want to do it from the sides.
And then use the oil after.
Correct.
Is there like a step-by-step? So it's face steamer, shampoos, condition, oil, like, can you give them like the step-by-step?
Right, so if you want to use a steam machine, you would first use the steam machine, shampoo the beard oil, beard balm. That would be the steps.
Are you gonna charge separately for each
I
step?
don't.
What was the question?
Yes.
Do you charge like a la carte, like are you gonna charge with the beard oil?
Okay, the question she asked was, are you gonna charge a la carte? I'm just trying to make sure everybody hears.
I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty cool. The a la carte.
I do not charge to apply beard oil or beard balm, but I do charge to shampoo and clean the beard. Yes.
And so that, the other steps are part of your service.
So what I like to do in my shop is like, if I have a beard oil, beard product, let's say for example, right now we have our own beard brand. So what I'll do is, the way I introduce it to my client is, I was like, look, first of all, I say, look, I got this new beard product, I love it, it's great. I had a beard before, so I already know it works, you know. I break that down to him. But I don't apply it on his beard. I said, I have it for sale. You get what I'm saying? I show it. I don't give him a taste. I let him smell it. That's his taste. I let him smell it. I let him try it. A little sample with nothing too crazy so he can immerse it in his beard. I said, but I sell these for $20. So now he's buying their beard product. He trusts you because you're his barber. Not 90% of the time they trust you. Look, swag, style, whatever you buy. Hey, how much is that? We're like the hustles of the game. So at the end of the day, you have a $20 bottle, you're gonna introduce that to your client, sold it, guess what? Now he walks out, he smells good, his beard is maintained, and now you have a product that's being sold. Now your ticket mark goes up. But I like that idea you said that.
A la carte.
A la carte.
A la carte.
I got beard conditioner, check. I got shampoo, check. I got beard oil, check.
I got the steam,
check. That'd be $150. Thank you.
There you go. Oh, I have a question over here.
How many ounces is in the bottle? How long will it last?
It's 3 ounces. Yeah, 3 ounces.
How many beards do you think you can get out of that? Or, you know, if you were doing it in the shop?
If it's a personal use, you're probably looking at about anywhere between 90 to 120. It also depends. How many drops are you going to use would depend on how the length of the beard. So if you have a very short beard, you just need one drop.
So you're saying I should put that on my mustache and I have it for about 3 years? That's great.
Yeah.
Put that thing on my mustache and have that thing about 3 years? Oh yeah,
About 3 years.
let's do it.
What do you retail the bottle, 3 ounce bottle for? What do you sell it for?
All right, I got another question.
How do you wash the beard? Do y'all do like the dry wash, or do y'all use soap and have the shampoo bowls and stuff?
All right, so we use a shampoo, right? It has peppermint in it, menthol. Do we have it here?
Do you have a shampoo bowl in your shop?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you do use the shampoo bowl?
Yes, we
too?
do.
Yeah, okay. How do you do that, she said?
How do we do it? So what we do is while he's in a chair, right, we'll wet the hair, the beard.
With a spray bottle?
With a spray bottle. Take the shampoo, clean it thoroughly. I personally like to use exfoliating oils. I like to exfoliate not only the skin, but the hair, just to take off all the debris, right, that builds up. Clean it real good. Take them to the shampoo bowl, rinse them out, then sand. Then
Basically, where's their
so
head?
if the sink is right here, they have to lean their head in. Right.
Okay, let me get her. So you have a set question regarding that?
So we had a customer give us a bad review as a result of doing exactly what you just mentioned. So what is your recommendation? Is it a case-by-case scenario, or is that standard practice?
I didn't hear.
So he said they got a bad review from a customer who they had to do that actual process of leaning over into the sink. He said, is that you just go on a case-by-case basis, or can you recommend something other way to solve that problem?
Yes, there is. They have foams, beard foam wash.
So basically, we need to create a reverse shampoo bowl that allows the customer to be able to lay
Could
their
you
head.
just remove it with a hot towel?
We'll work on it.
Yeah, so what I do,
If it's a foam, yes.
what I do is if I'm leaving my client back and I'm actually doing a beard wash, I actually take a couple towels and I immerse them in like water, but I keep it damp, and I rub that in. You know what I'm saying? And then, but I also use a matted cape that goes on him, so it will basically a waterproof cape. I just don't use my regular, cape stack, because it'll seep through and damage his clothes. So you have to be subconsciously understand, like, okay, let me just put this waterproof cape on if I'm doing a beard. I'll lean him back, I'll shampoo him, and then I'll take the hot towel, put it on his face. Plus it's more relaxing and more inviting, and then I clean it all off. And then I do it again, I repeat that process 2 or 3 times. And then next thing you know, I take a blow dryer, blow dry his beard, and then add things. Everybody has their own style to what they do. I just always feel that was working better. So that he has his style, and some people can relate to that, and then I have my style. So.
I have one more question over here. You got it answered, okay. You want? Oh, he's coming. They coming. It's plenty of them. They coming. You got a question?
My question is for Jay. So, I cut hair at a barber shop where I feel limited on the amount of services that I can provide for my clients.
Yeah.
But I'm honestly also eating off of the walk-in clientele to this point. Like, what advice would you give to somebody in that situation?
When you say limited, are you limiting yourself, or the owner of the shop is limiting you?
The second.
What, the owner of the shop? Why is that? Did you bring that up to him?
It's just like little things like incorporating the steam towel cabinet, stuff like that.
Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I will sit down with him because it seems like there's a communication issue. 9 times out of 10, the failure of success is because of communication. I'll be honest with you. Even in relationships.
True.
Even in friendships.
Period.
Right?
Period.
So, I think you should sit down with him and say, look, I don't want to leave this shop. I really enjoy being here. I love the walk-in clientele. It's helping me out to build my brand. The problem is that I want to add more services. Okay. And then what happens is, say, look, you don't have to add them. I just want to add them.
Oh, you heard him?
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? So just have a conversation with him, break things down, and tell him the pricing. And you know what, between me and you, if he wants to make a little bit of money off it, so be it. But watch, once you're done, everybody in the shop is gonna follow.
All right, another question.
All right, it only takes one person to lead the pack. I'm telling you, you could be the lonely wolf forever. But once they get it, they get it. Because this color wave for years wasn't in effect. Now the color wave is jumping. You get what I'm saying? It's a transition of life. So it's took someone to do it so it can be great. That's all.
All right, I have another question back here.
The question I want to know is about beard. So usually people come in with bumps underneath their neck from previous barbers or wherever. How can we eliminate those bumps, those little bumps from the razor or the forward shaver?
So you want to correct, you said they come in with bumps underneath their neck. He wants to eliminate that. You want to eliminate that, or you're trying to find a way to correct that problem? So they want to know how to correct that problem when customers come in with bumps from previous barbers or whatever it may be. How preventable? So you want to prevent from you creating bumps. Okay, they want to fix it. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. How to prevent the bumps, creating bumps under someone's neck, and how to fix the problem as well. Any advice on that?
Okay, so first of all, when a person comes in with bumps, the first thing I would do is use exfoliating gloves. The reason I'm going to use exfoliating gloves is because it helps soften the skin and allows the hair to come out. That makes sense? So exfoliating gloves are very good to use to remove ingrown hair. A lot of times ingrown hair does not come from a dirty clipper, it comes from it being too sharp. If the clip is too dull, you end up putting a little too much pressure. When you put too much pressure, you're irritating the skin. Does that make sense?
All right, Red Pro, you've got about 3 minutes left, so if you've got some final and closing remarks, if you want to let these guys know call to action, where to find you on the floor, and how we're going to take all the great stuff that you shared up here, out to the floor, and then back to the shop. Let them know.
All right, as you see, what I'm doing now, I'm going to flip over foam and protection.
How do you know when to leave a barber shop? How do you know when to leave a barber shop?
If you're asking that question, it's not.
You said when to leave a barber shop? It all depends on you. To me personally, if you could pay, say for example, if you want to leave a barber shop, you have to make sure you're completely booked. Alright? So what happens is, when I first opened up my barber shop, my angle was I was doing a lot more than the owner was. I was buying paper towels, regular towels, shampoo, advertisement, telling all the other barbers, hey, we should create flyers, promote the business. And now, to me, I looked at it like the owner was lacking on those areas. Even if I spoke to him and I sat down with communication, and I sat down and broke to him, I said, look, we need this. He said, don't worry about it, Jay, just get it, just take it out the rent. Like most of the shops in the world, they're like that. They run down as in, you know what, you pick up the mop, whatever, buy the supplies, whatever you're responsible. No, you're running a business, you gotta treat it like a business. The owner gotta mop, the owner gotta clean the trash. You know what, hire somebody to take that stuff out. So once you start doing a lot more than what the owner's doing and you feel as though you're not being appreciative, then it's time for you to go. But like I told the guy, I said, I don't want him to leave because he said he loves the establishment. So sometimes it's having that communication and that talk. And if you feel as though that he can't understand that, then you got to branch off. But before you branch off, either you branch off to your own shop, or you branch off to another business that you feel as though it's a lot better of establishment. All right?
Great answer. All right, hey, one of the highest levels of professionalism one can strive to achieve in our industry is running on time. And it's one of the standards I look to uphold for Jay and for the entire team here at the Connecticut Barber Expo. So, these guys started on time. We're going to give an opportunity to say thank you and to invite you to continue. I know there are a lot of hands, a lot of questions. Everyone else comes to you. Everyone else questions is important, and you guys will answer all of them. Put you on the spot now. You will answer all of them at the booth.
No,
of the weekend. Who's coming